everybody, it's Emily Darg Schooling, and today I'm doing my goals of 2019 wrap up and talking about the goals that I'm setting for 2020. In 2019, I did make some goals, like I usually do. I try to be realistic with my goals, so I don't make idealistic crazy things like I'm gonna read 500 books and I'm gonna be healthy and things like that. So I'm just gonna kind of go over what I set in 2019 and tell you if I accomplished it or not, and then we'll go into my 2020 goals. So in 2019, I set my Goodreads challenge at 70 books. And I kind of gave myself a little bit of a boost with 10 books in my bullet journal. So in my bullet journal I had it at 80, and on Goodreads I had it at 70, and I felt pretty good about those numbers. And my ultimate end of year reading, I managed to read 110 books. I'm very pleased with that. I feel like I was successful. I went over my goal, so that's always nice to do. I try to lowball my Goodreads goals so that I always go over, because I hate that feeling of like I have to hurry and read. I completed almost the entirety of the Build Your Library Reading Challenge. I think I had 6 prompts that I did not complete, and I'm okay. I've let it go. It's fine. But I did really well. I think that's the best I've ever done on any of those kinds of reading challenges, and I think it's because it's my challenge that I created that motivated me that I needed to do well with it. I made a goal that I was going to read my shelves, and I did not. That one not so much as a success. But I got a little out of hand this past year, I think, with the book buying, and I ended up buying a lot more new books than I was reading on my old books. So that one not so much a success. For my channel goals, I wanted to consistently upload a video a week, and I basically did. I think there's only been a few weeks that I just didn't get a video up, but it was because I was crazy busy with other things and it just was not feasible. So I feel pretty good about what I accomplished. I'm thinking in terms of the next year, it would be a good idea to have a few extra videos filmed, like when I'm filming, to bulk film a few extras, so that I do have those extra videos that I could upload on a week that I know I'm too busy to film anything. So just thinking ahead. But otherwise I think I did really well. I wanted to learn a better editing software because I was using whatever the crappy Microsoft one was. I forget what it's even called now. And it wasn't great, but I didn't learn Adobe Premiere because Adobe Premiere is ridiculous. I don't know how anyone does that. If you can use it, you're a genius. I just don't know how to do it. And I tried and I gave up. But I've been using a couple other ones that I found that were a little bit more easy to figure out, and it's a little bit better. I do know how to add a picture now if I wanted to have a book here that I don't own, but otherwise, that's as fancy as I get, and I'm fine with that. I don't need to do crazy, highly technically edited videos. So for what I have, it's fine. I wanted to do more read-alongs, and I started a book club, so I'm really excited about that. I'm proud of my book club that I've created. I have the ARG Booked Book Club here on my channel, and it's really fun. We have a book a month. I do a live show at the end of the month to discuss, and it's so much fun. And so I was very proud of my accomplishment there. I wanted to do something like that. I wanted to be able to read as a community, and so I'm pleased with how that came out. For my life goals, I kept it really simple last year. I wanted to keep up my bullet journal, which I did. I kept my bullet journal going the whole year, and I'm very proud of it. And I wanted to find more balance in my life between work, homeschooling, life, all those things. It's just very compartmentalized, and I think I did okay. I could do better. There have been, especially when it's crunch time on a project, I get so consumed that sort of takes over everything else. So I want to do a little bit better with that in the future. But overall, I think I did okay. So now let's talk about my 2020 goals. So I put together a goals page in my journal. If you guys are interested in seeing what I did here, it's not anything fancy, but I'm pleased with my layouts for 2020 that I've done so far. But Anyway, let's talk about the goals that I'm setting for 2020. So let's start with the reading goals. I want to read 100 books. I did it this year. I did it last year. It's 2 years in a row I went over 100 books. So I'm confident that I can. So I set my goal at 100. I want to read my shelves. I said it last year. I'm going to say it every year until I do it. I want to read the books I own. I have this terrible habit of buying new books because I get excited and I want all the things, and then I don't read them. And they just sit on my shelves. And then I feel guilty that I bought all these books and I haven't read them. So what do? I buy more books. And it's a vicious cycle. So I really want to challenge myself that if I'm going to read 100 books this year, that at least 50 of them need to be books that are already sitting on my shelves. Not things that I've purchased, but things that I already own. So that is my goal, that I'm going to read at least 50 of the books off my shelves. And if you're curious, if you want to know, I did do a little tally. I walked through my house. I made a list in a notebook. Like, I literally wrote down all the titles, and I made a list of all of the books that I currently own that I purchased for me. So not books that like I bought for homeschooling and things like that, but books that I bought for myself that I wanted to read. And the number is over 350. So I went, oh, okay, maybe I should read some of these. So that is the goal. And then my other goal is to complete the Build Your Library Reading Challenge. I have a new one for 2020. I'm very excited about it. It's an around the world theme because I really love reading about other cultures and countries. And so I'll link that for you guys. If you want to check it out and join in, it's fun. It's nothing too crazy, but there's 40 prompts and I'm excited. I have a bunch of books that I really want to get to that I already own that will fulfill some of those prompts. So let's move on to channel goals. This year, I want to, again, consistently upload a video a week. Like I said, I think if I bulk film a few things, just to have extra, that I'll have videos ready to roll out on those weeks that I'm just like crunch time on a project and I don't have time to sit down and film something and then edit. It's not so much the filming. The filming isn't that challenging. It's the editing and the having to listen to my own voice, watching my own face, and sitting there and dealing with that for hours at a time. I don't love that. I don't love the editing, but you know, it comes with the territory if you want to film videos. So I want to film more reviews. I always say that and then I never do it. I don't know why. I think part of it is because I know they're not as popular content-wise. People don't tend to watch those. Those are literally the videos that I've done that are just reviews of books are my least watched videos. So I tend to gravitate towards like hauls and things. And again, my most popular videos are hauls, and it's a vicious circle. That's why I keep buying books, because I'm like, well, I gotta have something to haul. No, I don't. But in my mind, I need that. So I need to work on filming more reviews because I do enjoy talking about what I'm reading and sharing that with you guys. I want to do more monthly reading vlogs. Last year, I did, I think, two reading vlogs. And I really enjoyed them. I especially liked how I did the thriller vlog, which I'll link for you if you haven't seen that. But basically, I had a stack of thrillers that I had accumulated over the course of the year that I really wanted to read. I chose 3, and then I read them and filmed myself reading and talking about my experiences with those books. And I just really enjoyed doing that. So I would like to do more things like that. I'm thinking in terms of like themed vlogs, like secret TBR type things and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know yet exactly how that will go, but I would like to do that. So that is something you can look for on my channel this year. Another channel goal, which is also kind of a reading goal, but it's also a channel goal, so they go together, is I want to host my own readathon. I've been thinking about doing it for a couple of years now, but I just never had a good enough theme idea. But over the last year, I've been thinking more and more that what I really wish I could find. There are so many themed readathons on BookTube, but I've never seen a historical fiction one. So I sat down one night and I was talking to Sarah and said, would you want to do a readathon with me that would focus on historical fiction? Because Sarah also enjoys reading that. And so we decided that would be a thing that we do this year. So that's going to be in March. So mark your calendars. March is going to be the March Through History readathon. I'm super excited about it. I have so much... I've been thinking about it for like months, and so I'm very excited to roll that out. So you're going to be hearing me talk more about that in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to post the official announcement in February so you guys can join in. I'm very excited. I hope that a bunch of people will participate, even if it's just me and Sarah. I'm still excited. So, okay, let's move on to life goals. I want to get more exercise. I know, that's so cliche. I want to work out more in 2020. Yeah, everyone always does that one, but I want to be realistic. With my health issues, I can't do just like whatever exercise I normally would have gone to. Like, I can't do P90X. I can't do like a lot of aerobic type stuff. I can't weightlift. And so I was thinking, what can I do? I can walk. So I want to focus on that. I'm going to try walking more. I don't know if it's going to be, I know it won't be daily, but maybe I can make myself go for a walk once a week and build up to like 3 or 4 times a week when the weather's nice. It's hard in the winter. It's so crappy here. Between the snow, the ice, and the cold, nobody wants to be outside. So I don't know. But I want to start walking more. I want to do less mindless scrolling. How much time do I spend sitting here scrolling my phone when I could be reading? I could be cleaning the house, I could be baking, I could be just doing all kinds of things. But instead, I'm just like, nah, mindless scroll. It's annoying. I annoy myself with it, and I don't even know why I'm doing it. And especially if I'm stressed out, or if I feel like I have a lot going on and I need to like be doing work, that is when I'm most likely to pick up my stupid phone. So my goal is to not be on social media between like the hours of 9 and 6 or something. I don't know my exact yet, but I want to like put myself on like social media restriction so I can't sit and scroll and see what I can accomplish when I'm not mindlessly glued to my phone. Going along with that is I want to be more present. I feel like, especially in the last couple of years, I've just gotten to where I'm constantly checking my phone, and like even when I'm sitting and watching a movie or something, I pick up my phone, and I don't need to do that. It's really annoying, and I want to stop doing that. So I want to be a better role model for my kids to not do that. So again, if I'm watching a movie, if I'm busy during the day, my phone should not be anywhere near me. I think it got bad too because I got into the habit of keeping my phone nearby because Sarah would text me a lot when she's at school, and I wanted to be able to like check in with her when she needed me to, but it needs to be a thing I don't do as much. So I'm gonna have to work on that. I want to organize my bookshelves and declutter a bit. I don't know if you guys have noticed that this is a new background. This is a bookshelf that I had like in my room for no reason. It was empty. It just had some clutter on it. So I cleaned it off. I pulled a lot of the runoff that was on my regular bookshelves over here, and it filled the entire bookshelf. And I was like, oh, that's a lot. And so I just need to get a better handle on what I own, because I do buy a lot of things, and some of it I buy because I'm really excited, and some of it I buy on a whim, and then I end up not ever reading it, or I pick it up and I just don't like it, and then it still sits here. So I need to do better with that. Oh, so along with that, I'm not going on a no-buy ban or anything like that. I want to be more mindful of what I'm bringing in. So I want to focus this year on not buying every single book that crosses my path. I don't need to do that. I want to focus on buying things that I'm truly excited to read, and then reading them within like 2 or 3 months of purchasing. So that is my goal. So I can't promise that there will be less book hauls, because I know me. I know how I am, especially if I'm stressed out. But yeah, I do want to do better at buying things that I truly want to read, instead of just buying whatever. So those are my goals for 2020. I didn't really talk too much about my Build Your Library goals, but I do want to get some things done with that. I want to finish all the updates this year. I want to get the last Harry Potter written, because people have been asking me on a weekly basis for the last 6 months, am I going to write the last Harry Potter unit? Yes, I am. It's going to happen, probably in the spring. but that'll be a thing. I'm really excited to launch the Read Aloud Book Club. I'm super excited about it. I was really bummed to have to kind of pull back from the family reading crates, but they just weren't doing as well. And after sitting and thinking about it for a while, I thought it would be better if there was just the one book. It would be less overwhelming. People would be more excited to really read it when there's just the one. So I'm excited. As this video is up, the Read Aloud Book Club should have been launched already, so I hope everyone's excited for that. I have some other things in the works that I don't want to talk about yet, but that I'm excited about, that I think will be really cool, and I don't know if they're going to be out in 2020, probably not, but it's something I'll be working on in 2020. But yeah, I feel good going into this year. I don't know, I think I do that every year where I'm just like, I feel really good about this year. I feel really excited to have a clean slate and to start a new bullet journal and to start a new calendar and just to have a whole new year. There's a lot of exciting things happening this year. My twins graduate from high school. Robbie got accepted to college, so that'll be happening this summer. We'll be moving 2 kids into dorms. That's going to be crazy. There's a lot happening in 2020, and I'm super excited for all of it. What are you excited about in 2020? Did you set any goals for the new year? Let me know down below and we can chat. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Happy reading. Bye.